lesson we're talking about today is Advanced Pre-Algebra. It is Unit 2, Lesson 2. We're talking about the distributive property and factoring. Here's the homework that goes along with it. Problem week is due Friday, and you shouldn't forget about con for the week. All right. We are in page 5 in your note packet. The distributive property looks like this. It is a number or a variable, whatever, times the quantity B plus C. So we are multiplying this whole quantity by whatever's outside. So what we do is we distribute the A. This is the same as A times B plus A times C. So you are distributing what is on the outside. Now, what I highly recommend you do, what I want you to do, is this is read 6 times the quantity x plus 6. So we are distributing this 6 to everything inside because we're multiplying by the whole quantity. So to use the distributive property, you say to yourself, 6 times x is 6x. 6 times positive 6. And remember, this out here is also a positive 6. Positive 6 times positive 6 is positive 36. That's it. You cannot simplify that any further. This is not equal to something. It is just using the distributive property. Now, we'll use this more in problems where we'll go further than just distributing. So this one is 5 times the quantity x plus 4. I like to show the circle what you're distributing. 5 times x is 5x. Positive 5 times positive 4 is positive 20. And that is it. You cannot combine these. This is like 5 x-rays plus $20. If I gave you 5 x-rays and $20 and you put them in a bowl, you would have 5 x-rays and $20. You would not have 25 x-ray dollars. That's not how it works. They're not the same. All right, let's do number 4. 9 times the quantity, y minus 8. So 9 times y is 9y. 9 times negative 8 is negative 72, so minus 72. Do not write double sign. Think of this as a negative 8, because if I wrote it as addition, I would say it's plus negative 8. Minus negative 8 is the same thing. Try not to use the double signs. All right, let's try some of these. They're more complicated. Negative 4 times the quantity negative x minus 3. Now, remember, the coefficient of x when nothing is written is 1. So this is a negative 1. So negative 4 times negative 1x. Negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4x. And negative 4 times negative 3 is positive 12. So plus 12. 4x plus 12. Here we're distributing a 6. 6 times quantity 2x plus 4. 6 times 2x is 12x. Positive 6 times positive 4 is positive 24. Let's do a 1/2 times the quantity 4x plus 6. 1/2 times 4x is 2x. And 1/2 times 6 is positive 3. Let's take a look at this one. Negative 3 times quantity negative 2x plus 4. Negative 3 times negative 2x is positive 6x. Negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12. All right. That is using the distributive property. Now, factoring is using the distributive property backwards. So, if I look at 4h plus 8, what are the greatest common factor of 4 and 8? It would be 2. No, I'm sorry. It would be 4. Can I divide these both by 4? That's the greatest common factor. That comes out front. And then what I'm really doing is undoing the distributive. In distributive, I divide it. Here I'm dividing. What's 4h divided by 4? 4 divided by 4 is 1h. So this is h. Positive 8 divided by positive 4 is positive 2. So this is the same thing as what we started with. Because look, if I use the distributive property, 4 times h would be 4h. Positive 4 times positive 2 would be positive 8. So this is what we call the factored form. We simplified it, we factored it. So you can use the distributive property backwards, and that is called So I'm going to bring that out front. Divide these both by 10. 40p divided by 10 is 4p. Plus 50 divided by 10 is positive 5. There's my factored form. What can I factor out here? I can divide them both by 30. That's what comes out front. So divide by 30, divide by 30. 30 divided by 30 is 1. Plus 30j divided by 30 is 1j.